So you
Yeah.
grew close with Gotye also when you went on tour with him. Um,
Mm.
it's so crazy to think how long ago somebody I used to know was. What is
Yeah.
do what is what is do you even know what Gotye is up to nowadays? That was how long ago? That was like
Nearly.
2012. That's
Yeah.
almost like 10 years or so. That
Yeah.
song, I still love that song a lot, but like
Mm-hmm.
that's he's literally the somebody that I used to know now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean he does a lot of so I knew Wally before the tour and Gotye. Wally's his name, Wally the backer.
Mm.
Um and he was also just someone I guess like on MySpace and would just I would always be so inspired and he was making the music that I loved in Australia like no one else is making like sample based pop music like him.
Mm.
And we were friends before like all this stuff and uh, and then his real passion is like and also I think since then it's been preserving like almost synthesizers and the specifically the Ondia line, which is like a very first synthesizer, almost like a theremin, kind of yeah. It's just basically like he's done a lot of shows around that, and he's done a
Mm.
lot of preserving, doing the stuff that he really wants to do. And I think I have to say, out of everyone that could handle the situations that he was in, being all of a sudden this like massive pop star, and like watching him handle the tour, I feel like out of everyone, he's probably the musician I probably respect the most, and almost as a person as well. I think like really for me, he's almost like what I see as really integrity. I think I just think of how he acted and how he's been and handled that whole situation and
Mm.
how he makes music. He's always doesn't. It's like he's never doing it for the wrong reasons. He's always helping people, and he's always, yeah, really like someone I just look up to as a human being so much. And sometimes you think maybe you'll see someone go through all this craziness. Like I couldn't believe what was happening. Like we were on the tour bus, and then so many people like making like such funny like fan art, like where they're making like buff naked guys and they'd Photoshop his face on it and give it to him as a present, all this kind of stuff. And they'd follow us around in the tour van and all this kind of stuff. Like, and then having all this media circus around and, people like, yeah, like memes or whatever, all this like kind of just, and I think anyone else would have just like gone insane, I think, but he really just, watching him handle and still stay true to himself afterwards, I think, meant a lot to me, I think, and just he's and I think yeah, I think he's just I think when I know he's had a child and he lives in New York
Mm.
and he's always working on something. I've heard music that he sent me music that or played me music when I saw him last, and yeah, he's just yeah, he's just an amazing man, that guy.
Have you ever worked on any music with him?
Well, he helped me with the last record. There was a song in there called "Staring Window," which we
Mm.
put out a video clip for, and he like and basically when the tour finished, I looked after he came to Sydney to watch. There was a series of Kraftwerk shows,
Mm.
so he came to watch the Kraftwerk shows, and I went to his farm that he was living on at the time, with his family's farm house, and look after his cats. And when I was there, he let me use the studio, and I made a bunch of the Toka Rat songs there, the last record I put out,
Mm.
and and then when he came back, he helped me with a bunch of the songs, and yeah, I feel like we've made a bit of music together, but yeah, would always love to make more.